Hello everyone, welcome to PM Intellect. I am Ashutosh Garg. Today we are going to cover the standard for project management from PMBOK 7. The standard for project management is the first part, and here we are going to cover the key terms and concepts. It is important to understand the key terms and concepts because these are the building blocks on which the entire PMBOK or PMBOK 7 is being made, and in case if you are having any understanding gap, it will lead to understanding gap in the entire PMBOK 7. Today we are going to cover the outcome, portfolio, product, program, project, project management, project manager, system for value delivery, and value. Let's understand what do you mean by outcome in a project scenario. So whenever we are going to run a project, it will have an output. The output could be in terms of a product, service, or result. Now this output would lead to the benefits after it will be made use for the public or the customer, and that will generate outcome. And based on this outcome, we are going to get the value, could be a positive value, could be a negative value. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. Say we are constructing a hospital, and that is the project which we are having in our hand. What would be the outcome? The outcome could be the project building, the lab, medicines, bed, ambulance, and any other thing which is important and required for the smooth functioning of the hospital. But based on this output, we will have a different outcome. What is that? Let's understand in terms of three different stakeholders or three different customers. First one is the patients. Patients are coming to the hospital where they are getting corrected, or they are getting healthy, and the outcome from them is that they are becoming healthy and they are getting free from the disease. Second, the nurses, the hospital staff, and the doctors, they are getting as outcome happy patients who are coming with stress and going after getting healthy, as well as the monthly salary which they are getting out of it. And for the owner of the hospital or the board of the hospital, they are getting the outcome in terms of the profit which they are generating, as well as they are getting or doing the social corporate responsibility in terms of supporting the maybe the weaker section where they might be doing treatment free of cost. So one is hospital, but then it is having different outcome based on different stakeholders, and that is what it is required to be looked into whenever we talk about outcome. Let's understand what is a portfolio. So portfolio is a collection of sub portfolio programs, sub programs, projects, and operations. It's not necessary that it should have all these components which is listed. It can have even partial components. For example, a portfolio can have programs, projects, and operations, or it can have a couple of projects and even operations. But the thing is that it is a group of components which are collected together and formed as a portfolio. Certain nodes as part of portfolio. First one is it's a collection as we just discussed. Second, it is managed as a group. So all these components together are being managed as a group, and they may be related, they may not be related. It is not necessarily that they have to be related. For example, we can have a group based on the geographical location. Say in case if if a project or a program or operations are being taken care at one particular location, they can all be grouped and made as a portfolio. The most important piece is that all those components have been grouped in order to ensure one single thing, and that is to achieve the strategic objective of that particular company for which the portfolio is being formed. Let's understand what is a program. So program, again, it's a collection of sub-programs, projects, and operations. Unlike portfolio where they can be related or not related, a program will have only related components. For example, with the color combination, I have made project 1, project 2, and project 4. They are related, and that's the reason they are part of this program. However, project 3 and project 5, they are not related with any of these project 1 and 4, 1, 2, and 4, and that is the reason they have not been taken or considered as part of a program. Now certain notes out over here. First, it's a collection as we just discussed, subprograms, projects, and operations. The important thing is that they are all together because it is important that they should be managed in a coordinated manner. They all are related. Otherwise, if they are not related, they won't be part of a program. And the objective over here is to achieve the benefit, which is probably not achievable in case if we are going to manage them independently. Let's understand what is a project. So as per the definition of PMI, project is a temporary endeavor which has been undertaken to create a unique product, service or result. Now some of the notes or the specialties of a project. First, as we discussed, it is going to create a product, service or a result. It is unique. Unique, that means that every project is going to give a unique product, a unique service or a unique result. This is temporary. That doesn't mean that the product, service or result which is being going to be created are temporary in nature, but then it means that it is going to have a specific start and end date. It is not going to go continuously or it is going to go on and on, whereas it is going to have a specific start time and it is going to close at a specific end time. A major important thing is that a project can be a standalone or it can be a part of portfolio. It can exist in both the ways. Let's understand what is a product. So product is an outcome of a project which is being delivered as part of the project objective. In terms of the specifications, a product can be an artifact, it is quantifiable, as well as it can be an item itself or it could be a component item for another phase or another project. Let's understand about the project management, which is the key terminology, and it's what PMBOK is based on. PMBOK is the guiding principle which helps to understand all about the project management. So as per the PMI definition, project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools and techniques in order to achieve the project requirements. Now it helps in guiding the project work. It is it supports for the delivery of the intended outcome, and it is applicable for all the delivery approaches, be it productive, hybrid or adaptive. Now let's understand who are project managers, what are their roles. So a project manager is an individual who has been aligned by the performing organization to apply the project management principle in order to ensure the delivery of project objectives. Now, as I mentioned, they are assigned or aligned by the performing organization. They are responsible for the project objectives and the intended outcomes. They are there to lead the project team, facilitate the project team and ensure that all the project objectives are being fulfilled, the delivery and the value has been delivered. System for value delivery is a very important concept. This is the concept based on which the entire project management depends on. Now let's understand what it is. So it starts with the vision of the company, which define what we want to or what is the end state we want to achieve or reach. We can also define it in terms of that from as is state or the current states, what is the state, that is the to be states we want to reach. Now vision works along with the mission. Mission is something why we exist, or it is the path which is needed or which we require to walk on to move from as is to the to be state. Now based on vision, mission and mission, we come across or we develop our organizational strategy and objective. This is done based on a regular organizational cycle which can happen after every 3 months, 6 months, 1 year depending on company to company. The objective is that after every repeated cycle it's been defined that what are the organizational objectives as well as the strategy which we are going to work on or the organization is going to work on to achieve their vision and mission. So this is the how part, that how we are going to achieve the vision and mission which we have developed. Now based on the organizational strategy, then we come up with the portfolio. Portfolio is basically to manage the strategic planning, management of programs, projects and operations, or we can say this is a detailed how. This is the place where we take the right initiative or right steps in order to meet our organizational strategy, which in turn is going to support to meet the vision and the mission. Now under portfolio we are having two parts. First one is management of the authorized programs and projects, or we can say the projectized activities where we deliver benefits, where we create product, service or result. Or we can say this is the place where the changes are created, no products are being made, and this is the place where we are improving the or we are making the increasing the value production capability. Now the another part is the management of ongoing operations. This is the recurring activities which we are doing. This is the place where we are gaining the business value, or this is the place where we are producing the value for our particular organization. Now, coming up to the system of value delivery, so we can take it as a collection of business strategic business activities. It is the place where we are building, sustaining, and advancing the organization, and this comprises of portfolio, program, project, and operation. They are the components, and they are the components for the system of value delivery. These are the systems which are helping in generating the capability, and then later on it is helping to produce the value. Let's understand the concept of value. Value is anything which is worth, having importance, and usefulness for of something. For different stakeholders, we are having different perspective of the value. Something which is of value for one person might be a negative value for another person. We have seen the example in our explanation of outcome that when we are making a hospital, value for patient was that they are getting healthy. Value for the nursing staff and the doctors were that they are treating the patients, making them healthy, and they are getting the salary. And value for the owner of the hospital is that they are getting the price oblique, they are making the money from that hospital, or they are doing the social corporate responsibility. So it is not necessarily the entire product will be of value for one. For example, a specific feature of a product can be a value. For example, let's take the same example of hospital. So if someone is going to that hospital, it's not necessarily he is going to go to all the places in that hospital. Suppose if he is having a problem in his eye, he is going to the eye specialist only, and get the value out of that. Whereas there are other OPDs which would be available for treatment of other problems. Now, business value is measured against the financial metrics. For example, what is the amount which is being spent, and on top of that, what is the value is being generated. We can also say it as cost benefit analysis, or in terms of what we are spending and what we are getting in comparison to that. We can also have societal value, like for example the corporates or the government organizations, they are not necessarily looking for a monetary value, they might be looking for a business value in terms of a societal value.
Thanks a lot guys for staying with me throughout this video. Should you have any question, query or concern, or if you are looking forward for any other further detailed explanation or any other topic which you are looking forward to discuss, please get back to us. You can connect with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter on our channel PM Intellect. We will get back to you based on the confusion, query or question you are having, so that we'll be able to support you in terms of what you're looking forward. Thanks a lot. Stay connected and have a great day.